Welcome, everyone. The hour being 7:01 p.m. on Wednesday, February 21st, 2024. The Tooele City Council is meeting in a business meeting being held at Tooele City Hall in the council chambers located at 90 North Main Street in Tooele, Utah. This is also being streamed on the Tooele City YouTube channel. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you'll please rise and repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Our second item is a roll call. Councilwoman Manzione.
Present.
Councilwoman Gochis.
Present.
Councilman Hanson.
Present.
He's joining us by phone. Councilman McCall.
Present.
I'm Councilman Brady. I'm also present. We'll move on to our third item, which is the Mayor's Community Recognition Awards, presented by Mayor Debbie Wynn.
Thank you, Chairman and Council. I'm going to turn my back to you for just a second and address the audience tonight. One of our favorite parts of City Council is the opportunity to recognize individuals in our community who do great things that we feel like they truly deserve to be recognized for the good things that they do. And tonight, our Mayor's Community Recognition Award goes to Crystal Harris. Crystal, could we have you come up here for just a moment? All right, so Crystal was nominated by her coworker and friend, Autumn Hoffling. Autumn feels that Crystal is one of the most compassionate, kindest, and creative people that she has been blessed to know. For close to 5 years, Crystal has created and grown a program that finds formal dresses, shoes, and jewelry that is donated to local girls who may not have the means or ready access to dress themselves for school events, pageants, or any other special occasion. The formal dress exchange has helped many girls in the county. In addition to the dress program, she has implemented and worked with her coworkers to develop a costume and winter coat program. She collects coats, boots, hats, and gloves for the coat program, and Halloween attire for the costume program. The items then get donated to local children and adults free of charge. She has also been involved with the Toys for Tots program, different Halloween events, and local blood drives. Crystal is always doing her best to give back to the community in whatever ways she can while juggling work and being a busy mom of 5 children. Crystal, thank you for helping to make our community a better place and for reaching out to those people who need help and recognizing them and not treating them any different than anyone else, providing those opportunities. Thank you very much. You make a big difference in our community, and we appreciate it. Thank you. Keep that. And I've got a certificate here for you. And I have a little thank you gift for you.
Thank you so much.
So thank you for everything you do for our community. Thanks to Autumn for nominating you, and we appreciate your being part of our world when things are some days not too good. You make things better for everyone, so thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, I guess we want a picture. I forgot about that. Council, would you please stand up? You want them just to move this way a little bit?
Yeah, I was getting
You
ready.
tell them where to stand.
No.
So we know where to do this. Here, stand right here with you. Got to have a picture for our social media. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, congratulations. We'll move on to item 4, which is the public comment period. We ask that you state your name into the mic, you keep your comments to 3 minutes or less. We had someone reach out asking to speak during the public comment period. His name is Scott Albrecht. He's an outreach coordinator for Congresswoman Celeste Malloy. So if you're here, we invite you to come up first.
Thank you for letting me come just for a minute and introduce myself. As you mentioned, my name is Scott Albrecht. I'm the representative for Congresswoman Celeste Malloy, covering Tooele County, Juab, Millard, and Beaver counties. So the Congresswoman wanted to make sure that the west part of the district was represented and that there's a local representative for her office for the city here. So I live in Minersville, down in Beaver County, and we'll be traveling up here at least once a month. We'll have a satellite office in Delta that I'll be in twice a month. And so we just really want to be able to connect and make ourselves available to the citizens of Tooele City. The Congresswoman is excited to serve. She really wants what she does back in Washington to be driven by what the citizens want and what's important to you and the issues that you face. And the only way to do that is to connect with you and to really understand the issues that you face and kind of where the rubber meets the road here. So that's my introduction, really. I just wanted to take any questions that you have. I'll leave some cards and make sure you know how to get a hold of me.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't have any questions right now, but if you're staying after, maybe we can.
Sure.
My only question was contact, so you said you'll leave those.
Yep.
So
Yep, I'll leave that. So thank you very much and look forward to meeting each of you.
Thank you.
thanks.
We'll just have you sign. There's a paper over by Michelle and Loretta.
Perfect, thank you.
All right, the time is still the public's. If anyone else would like to come up.
Thank you very much.
I am Kalani Mascherino, and today I am here as the Director of Government Affairs for the Tooele County Association of Realtors, and my lovely assistant is Chris Sloan. And I understand that in years past, he has brought this magazine to you, and we definitely wanted to bring it to you this time because of all the zoning changes that our city is facing and talking about, and all the things. Chris and I also are on the legislative committee with the UAR, so we were in meetings today going over bills and things that are going on with different zoning. So we just want to make sure that you see some of the articles in here about ADUs and the future of zoning, ideals, codes, the innovation that some of the other cities are using, and mixed use, and just like the presenters from earlier. So these are for you to keep, and I could create a pop quiz if you need me to.
Give us a chance to read it first.
Yes, I will give you 1 week.
Thank you.
Okay,
The missing middle, the deck was talking about, is page 26.
yeah, page 26, missing middle.
Great, thank you.
Anybody else want one? I've got one.
Don't forget to sign Kalani over by Michelle. All right, anyone else from the public? Seeing no one else come forward, I will close the public comment period and we'll move on to item 5, which is a presentation about the VOCA, stands for Victims of Crime Act state-funded grant, presented by Valin Matson, the Tooele City Victim Advocate.
Good evening. Again, my name is Valin Matson. I work over at the Tooele City Police Department as the court victim advocate. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the grant. So as you can see, it does say Victims of Crime Act grant, which is a federally funded program that assists with victims of crime. That I'm no longer working under them anymore, and that's why we added the state-funded grant. The Utah Office for Victims of Crime has received funding through the state legislature to help fund services programs throughout the state. One of the priorities of this funding is to provide criminal justice victim advocacy services. Their goal is to maintain at least one criminal justice victim advocate program in every county, and I think they're really close to getting every county covered at this point. So it's been a great program so far. This program helps victims navigate and provide support throughout the judicial process. This support may include restitution, pretrial protective orders, sentencing protective orders, mediation between victims and law enforcement and/or prosecutors, victim impact statements, crime victims reparations, and support throughout all the hearings. I know the court process can be very frustrating and overwhelming for those who are not familiar with it, so it's a great opportunity for us to do that. Some of our updates through our program, we have worked with over 300 victims of various crimes in the last 6 months. We have seen an increase in stalking and physical assault cases. We have also worked with over 100 victims and secondary victims of domestic violence. We have assisted over 125 victims with court restitution, victim impact statements, and/or crime victims reparations. I'm very grateful for the opportunity I get to work with these survivors, and thank you for your support. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Do good work.
Well, thank you. I really enjoy it. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Belinda is at most professional at what she does, and to see that caseload that she takes care of is just enormous. But I've seen her at work in and out of the courtroom, and she does a fantastic job, and I personally want to thank you for your service to our residents.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we'll move on to item, we don't need to vote or anything on that, right, Roger? It's just a presentation. Okay. Item 6 is Resolution 2024-17, a resolution of the Tooele City Council acknowledging the mayor's appointment of Kelly Anderson to the Planning Commission as a regular commission member, presented by Mayor Debbie Nguyen.
I was making sure Kelly hadn't changed his mind. Council, I'm just bringing to you tonight this resolution to acknowledge my appointment to Kelly Anderson on the Planning Commission. We did this back in December, and he was appointed as an alternate member. And with the full vacancy, or the vacancy for a full member, which was held by formerly of Councilwoman Goches, we're moving Kelly up to the full spot, which I think he's been doing anyway because there's been a spot missing. He has done an excellent job. I do appreciate his support, and like I say, we're just bringing this to you tonight for your acknowledgement.
Any questions or comments?
He does a great job.
Welcome.
Yes, he does.
I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion that, that what the mayor said is good.
Kelly Anderson,
I was all over
Resolution
this, man. I was like,
2024-17.
Where did it go?
Do we have a second?
I'll
first?
second.
All right, we have a motion from Councilwoman McCall, a second from Councilwoman Goches. We'll take it to a vote. Councilwoman Manzio?
Aye.
Councilwoman Goches?
Aye.
Councilman Hanson? Councilman McCall?
Aye.
And Councilman Brady, I also vote aye.
Thank you
Passes
very much.
5-0. Thank you. Thanks, Kelly, for being willing to serve. Item 7 is a public hearing and motion on Resolution 2024-18, a resolution of the Tooele City Council approving budget amendments for fiscal year 2023 through 2024, presented by Shannon Wimmer, the Finance Director.
Good evening, Council. We went over these budget amendments in the work meeting, but these are just our regular budget amendments to update the budget. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them, or if you would like me to read these again, I'm happy to do that as well before the public hearing.
I don't think you
Any
need to read them
questions?
again unless anyone else feels.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. This has a public hearing, so we will open the time up to the public. We ask that you state your name into the mic, keep your comments to 3 minutes or less, and then sign the paper over by Michelle. The time is now the public's. Seeing no one come forward, I will close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve Resolution 2024-18, approving budget amendments for fiscal year 2023 to 2024.
I'll second.
We have a motion from Councilwoman Manzio and a second from Councilman McCall. We'll take it to a vote. Councilman McCall?
Aye.
Councilman Hanson? Aye. Councilwoman Goches?
Aye.
Councilwoman Manzione?
Aye.
I'm Councilman Brady. I also vote aye. That passes 5-0. Item 8 is a public hearing and motion on ordinance 2024-03, an ordinance of Tooele City amending Tooele City Code Section 7-16-3, Table 1, Table of Uses, and 7-1-5, definitions regarding accessory vehicle storage yards associated with automobile sales and rental businesses, presented by Andrew Agard, the Community Development Director.
Thank you, Chairman, members of the City Council. You're familiar with this ordinance amendment as it was brought to your work session a couple of meetings ago. So I'll stay fairly short in my presentation tonight. Currently, Tooele City codes do not permit vehicle storage yards in association with automobile sales and rental businesses. And so we are proposing an ordinance amendment that would permit these storage yards in association with vehicle sales and rental businesses. What we are proposing for the ordinance change is that we add a new category to Table 16-3, or Table 1 of Ordinance 7-16-3, which is accessory vehicle storage yards, and then there's some language in there that says only with automobile sales and rental businesses. And then in regards to the zones that it can occur in, it would be a light industrial, the industrial, and the industrial service, and would require a conditional use permit. The category also refers you to note number 8, which codifies some basic standards we wanted to have in the ordinance for these types of storage facilities. The first one is vehicle storage areas shall be enclosed by a 6-foot solid visual barrier fence. B, the vehicle storage area shall be paved in either concrete or asphalt. That's in order to prevent any percolation of vehicular fluids into the soils. And then number C, the vehicle storage area shall not occupy more than 20% of the automobile sales and rental property. This is in there because we want to make sure that the property is first and foremost an automobile sales and rental business, and that the accessory vehicle storage yard remains accessory to that business, and it does not become primarily a vehicle storage yard. And then we're also adding a new definition to the ordinance 7-1-5 definitions, which basically defines an accessory vehicle storage yard, particularly limits the amount of time you can store vehicles in there to 120 days. So that's the ordinance that's being proposed. It did go to the Planning Commission on February 14th, and the Planning Commission held a public hearing and did vote to recommend approval of this to the City Council unanimously. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you.
I think that's a great compromise instead of rezoning, so
Me too.
I support this. Any other questions or comments?
Thank you, Council.
Okay, this also has a public hearing. We ask that you state your name into the mic, keep your comments to 3 minutes or less, and sign the paper over by Michelle and Loretta. The time is now the public's. Seeing no one come forward, I will close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve ordinance 2024-03, an ordinance of Tooele City amending Tooele City Code Section 7-16-3, Table 1, Table of Uses, and 7-1-5 definitions regarding accessory vehicle storage yards associated with automobile sales and rental businesses.
I'll second.
We have a motion from Councilwoman Goches, a second from Councilman McCall. We'll take it to a vote. Councilwoman Manzione?
Aye.
Councilwoman Goches?
Aye.
Councilman Hanson?
Aye.
Councilman McCall?
Aye.
I'm Councilman Brady. I also vote aye. That passes 5-0. Item 9 is invoices and purchase orders presented by Michelle Pitt, the city recorder.
No, stay.
That came up pretty quick tonight, so I wasn't quite ready. So we have 2 invoices tonight. One is to Factory Flooring Direct, and it's for flooring for the new Parks office building, $33,556.85. And the next invoice is also for the new Parks office building. It's to Office Products Dealer for their It is for furniture and is $56,217.65.
I'm excited to see that building done soon,
Too.
right? If there's flooring, it's got to be soon, right? All right, go ahead, Dave.
You know, if it's not Jamie, which usually is, and now Dawn, see, y'all two need to stop sitting next to each other, because if one's not spending nearly 100 grand, the other one is. But no, the building looks good, and I am totally glad that we're getting where we're getting on the building. Much needed.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion to approve the purchase orders and the invoices as stated.
I'll second.
We have a motion from Councilwoman Goches, a second from Councilwoman Manzio, and we'll take it to a vote. Councilman McCall?
Aye.
Councilman Hanson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Goches?
Aye.
Councilwoman Manzione?
Aye.
And Councilman Brady, I also vote aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. That passes 5-0. Item 10 is our minutes from February 7th, 2024 work meeting and February 7th, 2024 business meeting. Any corrections?
I did email one correction to Kat.
Okay. Anything else? It was corrected, right, though, before?
Not before we got it.
Okay.
Because I read them when they first came and I didn't notice it, and then when I read them again, I
Okay.
noticed, so I just emailed her.
Okay. I will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the minutes with this typographical error corrected.
Perfect. Okay, we have a motion and a second. We will take it to a vote. Councilwoman Manzione?
Aye.
Councilwoman Goches?
Aye.
Councilman Hanson?
Aye.
Councilman McCall?
Aye.
And Councilman Brady, I also vote aye. Those pass 5-0. Item 11 is to adjourn at 7:22. Thanks, Ed.